Lads, do you see that fella over there? Yeah, man. He is fucking bent, boy. Do you know how I knows he's bent? Because I played a little trick on him there one night. I sent him a text message saying, well, boy, listen, I really fancy you, and I want to ride you. Or maybe I want you to ride me. I'm not really sure, and to be honest with you, I don't care either way. Are you coming over or what? So he sent me a text back saying, no bother, boy, I'll be up to you about 9ish. So I said, lovely. I said, I'll catch this fucker out now. So I went up to town to get a couple of props. Went into Claire's Accessories, and they have the fluffy handcuffs, you know, for the headlights. The young one behind the till goes, well, boy, they for your lack tonight, are they? I said, sure, I doesn't even has a lack, girl. I'm only testing to see if a fella is bent. Next stop, into the pound shop. Went down the back to the travel section. They have the sleeping masks, you know, for going on the aeroplanes. So I said I'd get that to use as a blindfold on him. Went up to the till to pay for it. Who's sitting behind the cash desk? Only Scummo. Do you remember Scummo from school? So I said, fucking hell, Scummo, man. What's the story? I haven't seen you in years. What are you at with yourself these days? He said, I'm just after finishing a force course and being a cashier at a pound shop. I said, fair fucks to you, Scummo, man. You got the job out of it and all, did you? He said, no, I said, it's only a work placement, but your fingers crossed, we see what happens. What are you up to yourself, he says? What's the story with the blindfold? Is that for the lack tonight, is it? I said, sure, Scummo, I doesn't even has a lack, boy. I'm only testing to see if a fella's burn. So, props in hand, back to the house I went. Everything laid out on the kitchen table, ready for him. Next thing, boy, 9 o'clock, on the button, there's a knock at the door. Took a peek out the window. There he was, the dirty fucker. So I opened the door, and before I said a word to him, I gave him a passionate kiss on the lips. And as I was kissing him, I started rubbing my hand up and down the small of his back, just to lull him into a false sense of security, like, you know. Brought him into the kitchen anyway. Long story short, I have him handcuffed to the chair naked with the blindfold on him. So then I went over to the fridge, and I took out a strawberry, ice cold. And I went up and I started teasing him across the lips with the strawberry, real sensual like, making him feel every bump of every seed in the crevice of his lips. Next thing I looked down, and his knob was standing up like that, boy, like a soldier to attention. The sick fucker was enjoying it. That's when I knew he was bent. But it turns out, right, this is the best bit. I was saying it to him in the bed the next morning. I said, I fucking knew you were bent, boy. And all this was merely an elaborate ruse to prove that to in fact be the case. He turns around to me and he says, no way, boy, you're fucking joking me. Turns out, he had been up to town with his buddies the day before, looking at me saying, lads, I bet you that fella's bent, I'll play a trick on him. He was only testing to see if I was bent. I said, what? Fuck's sake, what are the odds like? But, well, the sex was so good that we decided we'd keep it going anyway till the civil partnership thing comes in, you know. We'll see how he fares now when he's face to face with a marriage proposal. Then we'll find out who's really bent, boy.